the metaverse. It's the virtual world that's just like the real world, by which I mean Mark Zuckerberg is harvesting your data there too. Companies like Meta, aka Facebook, are betting billions of dollars on the hope that virtual reality is the future of human interaction. But as they get started, they're finding out that in many ways, the people of the future are all too much like the people of the past.
Meta is launching a new tool for its virtual reality worlds after users reported virtual groping and other abusive behavior. The personal boundary default setting will allow users to feel like there's 4 feet of space between them and others. Meta says this will make it easier to avoid unwanted interactions. I mean, come on, in the virtual world now?
It comes after a woman claims she was verbally and sexually harassed within a minute of joining a virtual game last year.
Yeah, look, people, none of this is surprising. I mean, anytime a new technology has been invented, it has quickly been used to harass people. You know, right after man discovered fire, creeps were probably like, awesome, now I can show my dick to strangers at night. But still, the metaverse was not designed for you to sexually harass others, okay? It was designed to distract everyone from Facebook's other scandals. And what I don't understand is how Facebook couldn't weed out these people before they get into the metaverse. How are these people even getting into the metaverse? Like, think about it. Facebook has information on everybody. How come they can't tell who's an internet pervert, but then they can show me ads for crutches 3 days before I get hit by a car, huh? But obviously, this is really about the principle of feeling safe and respected. It's not actual sexual assault. You know, no one in the metaverse even has a butt to grab. There's nothing below the waist. That's why everyone in the metaverse goes to the bathroom out of their mouth. It's a really weird experience. I actually feel like I know where this is going, though. You know, they're gonna say, well, we tried making avatars without bottoms and that didn't work, so maybe we should try one where nobody has tops either. It's gonna be just faces, like a book of faces. Nothing can go wrong with that. We'll be like, wow, this is the future. I actually have a controversial solution to this. This is what I think Meta should do. Meta should do nothing. Yeah, I said it. Meta should do nothing. Let sexual harassment run wild in the metaverse. Just do it. Because think about it. If we can trap all the sexual harassers in the metaverse, we won't have to worry about sexual harassment in the real world. Yeah, all the creeps will be at home with their VR helmets, touching each other's cartoon nipples. The rest of us will just interact with actual humans, safe from sexual harassment. It's a win-win, huh? Huh?
It's a great idea. I mean, keep in mind, this isn't actually dangerous. You know, you're not in a dark alley, you're in your living room. You know, your dad's upstairs, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and how did this even happen? Aren't the only people in the metaverse Facebook executives? Right? It feels like it's anybody has access to this thing. Now, keep in mind, Trevor, we have personal space rules in real life, too.
Yeah.
And they get violated.
That's true.
You know, you ever take the L train late at night, 10 p.m., you got to 69 somebody just to get in the car. So we should improve that.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing on the L train.
No.
Granted, I'm always in like the preferable position in the 69.
Yeah.
I always say you want to be like head up.
Yeah, you're the 9.
I am.
Yeah, guess who's the 6? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when we do this, I feel like I'm the 6 right here.
All right, let's move on to the big political news from over the weekend. The Republican Party right now is more divided than Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. The big debate is between a small handful of conservatives who think it is wrong to try and steal an election versus the majority of Republicans who say overthrowing democracy is just legitimate political discourse. Well, now Mike Pence has chosen a side.
The former vice president, Mike Pence, rebuked President Trump's insistence that Pence could have rejected the Electoral College results on January 6th.
President Trump said I had the right to overturn the election. But President Trump is wrong. And frankly, there is no idea more un-American than the notion that any one person could choose the American president.
Ooh, Mike Pence standing up to Donald Trump. Hey! Look at my guy trying new things for the first time. Next week, players gonna be having sex with his eyes open. But still, good for Pence. And it's gonna be fun watching him endorse Trump for re-election in 2 years. He was right, I should have done it, and next time maybe I will. Now, as part of the January 6th committee's investigation, it has been collecting documents from the Trump White House to find out what people might have been saying at the time of the insurrection. And this has turned out to be harder than it should for a couple of reasons. For one, Donald Trump had a habit of tearing up everything that he read. Yeah. And not even to hide stuff, just anything he was done with, he'd just tear it up and throw it on the floor. Probably his revenge on paper for making him read it. And now we're finding out that the stuff Trump didn't tear up, he sometimes kept as souvenirs.
The National Archives had to head down to Mar-a-Lago to take back some White House documents former President Trump had apparently taken to Florida. According to the Washington Post, Trump improperly removed multiple boxes from the White House.
To be clear, by law, all those records should have been turned over to the National Archives and Records Administration.
They say that this box mostly contained things like mementos, letters between world leaders like leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, for example.
Oh, guys, I can't believe that Trump saved Kim Jong-un's old love letters. That's so romantic, and I get it. I really do. I get it. Like, a lot of people keep stuff that's sentimental. Like, I still keep my old letters from high school. I've got one here. Really beautiful. Dear Trevor, I love you. You're like a brother to me. A sweet, sweet younger brother. A real member of my family. Damn, she wanted me bad. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that his own letters are the only thing that Trump took from the White House. I'll be honest. Like, when he got kicked out, I thought he'd just stuff as much stuff into his pockets as he could, Like, he'd get out there and then White House security would shake him and the bust of Frederick Douglass would just fall out of his pants. He'd be like, I don't know who that is, but I'm learning more and more about him every day. Fantastic guy. I think we would have gotten along great. So great.